What is good, everybody, and welcome back to Monday Night in the Pit, the show where your responses are featured here. Yesterday, on the community tab, I asked you guys what updates or features do you want to see added to Halo MCC in 2021? With 2020 kind of wrapping up, what kind of stuff do you want to see the developers putting into MCC next year? New maps, new modes, new events, new skins? Let's dive in. Pineapple, not necessarily for the Master Chief Collection, but a fully fleshed out port, Halo 3 style, of Halo 5 on Steam would be awesome. I am amazed at how many times this comment keeps coming up, and to the people who are like, they said it's not coming to Master Chief Collection. Yes, they did say that it's not in the cards for MCC right now, but that does not mean it's maybe not in the cards for a standalone PC port at some time. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it does keep coming up a lot from you guys. Balkan Games. Being able to customize the individual waves in Halo 3 ODST Firefight a la Halo Reach would be nice. Balkan, I bet ya ODST stuff is probably in the works. Thoughtful Gamer. An updated UI would be nice, particularly if it makes it easier to find achievements. I totally agree, especially when you're waiting in a party for them to search. There's just a lot of UI restrictions that seem to be coming from the old 2014 MCC design. BrevPad with a big one. I'd love to see Forge receive the El Dorito treatment and map barriers either removed or maps expanded so Forgers can really make some interesting new game modes. Especially in Reach and Halo 4, having flight combat with the broadsword and such. More customization for all the titles, including H2 and H2A. It's a shame that they weren't able to deliver the seasons in order of release, and I also imagine that Halo 2, out of all the Halo games, would be the most difficult to try and add things such as skins or potentially cut content that would be amazing for players to get their hands on. But I hope one day they're able to deliver a Halo 2 H2A season and show that game some love. Also, a UI overhaul, mainly of the lobby screens, and a way for players to see theirs and other players' Spartans ODST, similar to Reach and Halo 4. I like all those ideas, bro. Tyler F. New maps has to be my number one. New maps and modes can keep old games feeling fresh for a long time. I wholeheartedly agree, Tyler. That and some cool events next year would sort of be the icing on top of the cake. Those are what I want to see the most too. Benjamin Patrick. I want Halo 5 more than any other feature, but I'd also really like a custom game browser. Hey, it's coming by the end of the year, dude. Check the dev updates. And more customization items in future seasons. New skins, maybe some new armor even. They could at least add back in the DLC armor for Halo 4. Again, check the dev updates. I'm going to leave a link to Kevin Coolex's coverage of the latest MCC development update, which pretty much hits on both of those things, man. And again, more desire for Halo 5 to come into, a PC environment. It's there, man. Douglas Plain. New maps, at least for Halo 3, would be great. Yes, it would. Blake Ackrey. More ranked playlists, especially if cross-platform will be enabled. I've been stuck at rank 26 on Halo Team Slayer forever, I'm guessing Halo 3. And I feel like it's impossible to get over 30. You're not alone. On PC, Blake, the ranked population is pretty darn low. In the latest MCC development update, they actually did have a great section talking about the health of the population of MCC, and one of the things I was very happy to hear about is they are considering consolidating the sheer amount of playlists down a little bit. I know that this would not meet everybody's expectations, but I think there's a reality here to where there's too many ranked hoppers right now for people to be able to have a quality experience. Just going through Recon Slayer on PC this last week, if you guys heard the last video, I got to, rank 17. You got to get 20 by the end of, this season or when Halo 4 launches, right, to get that new Halo 3 sniper skin. And honestly, for 4 or 5 days in a row, I saw the same 20 or 25 people over and over and over again. And it's the same story for a lot of the other ranked hoppers. So I don't know what the solution is. Obviously, crossplay is going to be beneficial, but there is the input-based matchmaking element as well coming into the picture. So I think a consolidation instead of more ranked playlists is probably the route to go. I'm curious, though, what you guys think on this. Casual Batman. Never going to happen, but Halo 3 ODST matchmaking. Slayer, Infection, Capture the Flag. So are you talking like Recon Slayer, but for more stuff? Because there's already an ODST pistol and SMG playlist in there. It's Recon Slayer. Emmanuel Lugo. I would love for more content on Halo 2 Anniversary. As of right now, it's my favorite multiplayer, and I feel like it didn't ship with enough maps or customization options. Yeah, I think H2A could be cool for some new stuff there. I prefer the sandbox of a few of the other titles, but I do know there's a lot of love for H2A. And a lot of frustration too. It's a mixed bag. With you pick your Halo, and there's always somebody who's like greatest, and somebody who's like me, Dungo B. I've been showing a friend Halo with the PC on MCC, so I really want Halo 5 just for posterity. It's strange getting this far and them being like, well, now we have to skip to Infinite. It is kind of strange, but at the same time too, man, I just want Infinite. T-Roy, Halo 5. See, it's everywhere. I don't get this, man. Candle Tosser, veto in matchmaking. I'm in support of a veto system returning. Every time I say it, oh my gosh, the response is insane. If you mention veto or map voting, people are prepared with essays of 500 words to tell you how wrong you are. But yeah, I miss press X to veto for BRs. I miss that experience, dude. Defeatist. I'd like to see timed events for different games and playlists in the Master Chief Collection with XP multipliers or challenges with rewards like nameplates. For example, there could be a week of double XP in Halo CE or specific modes like Invasion. This could help bring interest to the lesser played games and game modes. Defeatist, I think this is right on the money. Limited time modes and finding ways to incentivize like certain styles or seasons of events. I love that, and that would be very beneficial to driving traffic again to some of those lesser populated playlists. The Recon Slayer ranked 20 reward thing I think is a neat idea, but at least on PC it was not communicated in a way that that playlist has exploded with interest. There should be more of these activity-themed rewards that are tied to all sorts of things, and they rotate. If you really, put some effort around, like for the next 3 weeks, we're gonna be focused on this, that, or the other, built with some nice hype marketing, I think you really could have some great memories and moments added to it. Just sort of look at the space of what a lot of the other top FPS games are doing. You've got a Halloween event and a Christmas event, and Halo's experimented with that. I just don't think the MCC has really landed on doing it consistently, month after month, Base and Creep, I want cut content to make its way into every respective game in the collection. As an example, maybe a complete gravity rifle from CE, the Flood Juggernaut from Halo 2. I can go on and on. I'd like to see the Halo Online weapons so that we can have a juiced Fiesta game mode akin to H5's Fiesta. I want to see armor skins as well, although I don't know how they'd handle with the traditional red versus blue forced coloration. For sure, a bigger emphasis on player expression. Give us some armor effects, expanded color customization, maybe even a color wheel. Hey now, that's going to cost you some money, bro. Armor skins, some players' stances for the roster, and El Dorito custom game types and custom edition game types. Some cool idea I had is a weekly community showcase of a mod for either campaign, multiplayer, or firefight. Dude, that's a cool idea. That would keep things really interesting. Oh, also weapon combinations with cosmetic rewards, please. Tons of great ideas buried in there. One of the things that I do hear coming up a lot is Halo Online maps. Some of the, Halo Online original content would be really cool to see if it could fit into this universe. I really like that idea of a featured mod. I know they'd have to go through a lot of vetting to make sure that would work. I don't know how it would play with the console side, but there's a lot of cool ideas in there, Basin. Thank you. X Veron. I want a more fine-tuned match composer. So for example, if you don't mind getting Auto Slayer and Reach in Halo 3, but don't want it in CE and Halo 2, you can set it so it only includes those games in searching for matches in that mode. And maybe, you guys guessed it, Halo 5. I don't know if I want much further fine-tuning for the match composer. I think that's a cool idea, but already we're not the biggest scene with the biggest population. And the further we drill down into these specifics, I think the more divided the player base could potentially get. Maybe there's a solution that alleviates some of those concerns. So thanks for the comment. Zenth, Halo Online content getting added to Halo 3 and more Halo 2 anniversary content in general would be really nice. But I'd really like to see a firefight match composer get added. Firefight matchmaking can be really tedious and slow at times, especially on PC. Crossplay might help, but it'd still be a nice feature to add. I think crossplay is going to help massively, man. So I think that's going to do it for this particular episode of Monday Night in the Pit. I know there was like 20 or 25 more comments I didn't get to. I don't want these videos to go too long, but everything from a lot more interest in a UI overhaul, from HDR support, a toggle option for Challenge Hub notifications, and more. You guys have awesome ideas, and I really appreciate it. If you want to be featured on the next Monday Night in the Pit, watch the community tab. I usually ask you guys a day or two before the show goes live, and I tend to go in the order that the comments are received. So thank you guys very much for watching. Honestly, MCC in 2021, I'm very much looking forward to what they're doing. I'm more looking forward to Infinite. I'm super ready for a new game, but props to the MCC team in 2020. I did not think they were going to be able to get crossplay input-based matchmaking, and all the titles on PC this year. They've really put the project together here at the end, and I've been having a lot of fun with the game. I never expected to be playing this much classic Halo in 2020, and I think that speaks volumes to what the team has done this year. And I think you guys have some amazing ideas as well. So as always, just thanks for watching, man. If you enjoyed, sub to the channel, follow me on Twitter at BBKDragoon. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon.